You may be seated. Right. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Judge.
So today is July 9th of 2025. We are here on case number 701663, the State of Ohio versus Gregory Moore. If the parties could please identify themselves for the court, starting with the state.
Thank you, Judge. Your Honor, Assistant Prosecutor Kevin Filiatro, along with Samantha Soul, Lindsay Mussel with BCI, Tasha Porcioni also with us on behalf of the State of Ohio. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. John Paul Ryan, Catherine Jackson for the defendant.
Thank you very much. And I appreciate your patience. I understand that counsel's been in trial and we've had some scheduling that we've worked around. Is the state in compliance with Marcy's Law?
We are, Judge. We do have members of Aliza Sherman's family here with us today, and we've been in discussion with them on the issue at hand today for as much as we've needed to be, absolutely.
Okay, thank you. Additionally, it is my understanding that we are here for pretrial as well as on the state's emergency motion for GPS monitoring, and there were also reply briefs that were made by both counsels. Counsels, I've had an opportunity to review those briefs. Is there any stipulations or things you wish to place on the record at this time?
Thank you, Judge. Your Honor, on behalf of the state, the court has given us a lot of indulgence today to speak outside the record. The parties have spoken, and I believe we've got an agreement where the defendant will be on GPS monitoring with inclusion-exclusion zones. We were not going to put those specific zones on the record today for the privacy of the people involved, but I believe we've got that agreement if the defense wants to speak on that. Thank you.
That's an accurate statement. There is an agreement that GPS with inclusion and exclusion zones is agreed to and stipulated. There is agreement that there's certain towns that we agreed not to go to. However, there are major highways and arteries that go through those towns, and I think it's the agreement of the parties that those highways would be permitted for Mr. Moore to travel on. And we'll provide that information to the court.
Okay, and as it's my understanding that information due to the privacy issues will be supplied to both the court and the probation department, and that's by agreement of the parties. Does that sound accurate?
Correct.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And since there is a stipulation on the by the bond conditions that has been presented by the parties, counsels, is there anybody else that wishes to be heard today on the issues of bond?
If I could just have a moment, Judge?
Sure.
Can I get the podium, Judge?
Sure.
All right, I'll do that. Here.
Good afternoon. If you could please state your name and spell it for the record.
Sure. Jennifer Sherman Ripshin, Jenniffer, Shermanribchen. Good afternoon, Your Honor. My name is Jennifer Sherman, and I'm here today as the daughter of Aliza Sherman, and on behalf of our family. Aliza was a woman whose life had immense value, and who was brutally taken from us in a crime that shattered our family and deeply impacted our entire community. Our mother cannot stand here today to speak for herself, not by her own choice. so we stand here for her. We are her physical voice, we are her vessel. And while she is no longer with us in body, her spirit remains powerfully present in this courtroom and in our pursuit for justice. While this case may be new to your docket, our commitment to justice for Aliza is not. For 4,491 days since March 24th, 2013, we have remained focused on two unchanging goals: to protect the public and to hold the person responsible for her murder accountable. Our family wants to believe in the fairness and integrity of the justice system. We want to believe that the lives of all people, our mothers, our families, and the communities are by this court. That belief is what keeps us showing up. Your Honor, our family wants to believe that this case matters. We want to believe that justice is not just a concept, but a process to uphold, help ensure that our mother's life is honored with the justice she was denied in life. Thank you.
Want this back here, Judge?
Yes. And the court also notes for the record that this is the first time that this court has addressed the issues of bond or had the issues of bond before it. Counsels, is there anything else you wish to address since you are in stipulation and agreement?
Sure. Actually, go ahead. Go ahead. All right. So, Judge, some things that may just want to be reiterated. This defendant still has a no contact order with Aliza Sherman's family, all living members of her family. And we also would encourage the court to mention, it was mentioned at arraignment, that he still cannot possess any firearms in his home and must not pick up any new charges, anything like that. And we appreciate the court's time. Thank you.
Thank you. Counsel?
Nothing further.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so in accordance with the Ohio Constitution and the Ohio Revised Code, and also due to the fact that there is stipulations and agreements by the parties with the conditions of bond, the court finds that the defendant will be placed on GPS inclusion monitoring. That will include exclusion zones. That is for Ms. Sherman's family members, and as we've already outlined on the record, those specific zones will be at the protection for those victims given through the probation department. Additionally, Mr. Moore, you will be placed on court supervised release. As a condition of court supervised release, if you have a passport, you must surrender that passport to the clerk's office. Is it my understanding that Mr. Moore does not have a passport?
That's true, Your Honor, and
Okay.
he has not had one for quite some time.
Okay, so since he does not have a passport, sir, you'll be unable to obtain a passport during the pendency of this case. You must comply with all rules and conditions of court supervised release during the pendency of this case. Additionally, sir, since I know you were advised of this at the arraignment, and since this court was not present at the arraignment, I'm just going to reiterate it. Because you are being placed on GPS monitoring, if you violate the rules of GPS electronic monitoring, you may be arrested for said violation of the condition of bond without a warrant. The sheriff is ordered to make such arrest at the time of the violation. Following any arrest, a hearing will be held within a reasonable time to review the conditions of bond, and the prosecutor is ordered to provide any notice of such hearing in compliance with Marcy's law. Mr. Moore, do you understand this?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Additionally, as was previously mentioned, and may have been reiterated at the arraignment, due to the fact that you have these pending charges, you may not knowingly have, carry, or use a firearm or dangerous weapon until your case is concluded. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. You're also not allowed to travel outside of the state during the pendency of this case. Additionally, you are not to commit any new crimes during the pendency of this case. Any of those issues that would arise may be considered a violation of bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
The previous conditions of the no contact order are still continued. I will advise you of that. Councils, is there anything else that we need to address while we're on the record here today?
Not at this time from the state, Judge. Thank you.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay. Our next pretrial is set for July 30th at 8:45 a.m. Additionally, sir, you will report to the probation department, and there'll be somebody from probation to assist you with the GPS monitoring. Okay? If there's nothing further, then we're adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.